Okay, first I'm logged in as the admin user in here in yellow. Then I'm creating my required group, so I type sudo, then I add the group, so group add, and then each group gets added individually. Okay, next I assign the passwords by typing sudo. This is like a get password, and then each individual group, so HR, and then I type in the password, so each one has their own password. Okay, after that, I put in the users. I tried to add them all at once, but this is interesting because then after that, it made me type in each individual password when I went to make passwords for them. So that was interesting. Just each one over and over and over again. So you kind of have to keep track if you do that, so it doesn't work quite as well as you want it to. Here's the passwords. I did everybody at once, and then it just down. This would only work if you could keep track, or if maybe if you're using all the same password for everybody. There's probably a better way to do all the same password though. Okay, then after that, I had to put each person into a group. So we did sudo, the user modification, AG. I did make the mistake of typing in a lowercase g once. That did not work. Then you put in where they're going. So if he's going to engineering, and his name is Bruce. You can do more than one person at a time. It's just harder to do. But we have sudo, user mode, and going Phil went to IT. Betty went to management. I had to redo that one because I spelled it wrong. But everybody got into the groups they need to be in. So we wanted to clearly show that passwords were successfully set for both groups. You would type in sudo gettent shadow ted because they're obviously in the shadow, but then you get these numbers here. If we want to see who got into which group, we can type in get ent group and then whatever the group is, and then for example HR has Ted and Sally, and IT has Phil, Holly, and Cindy, and so forth all the way down. If we wanted to see all of our users, all we do is ls/home, and all the users come up here, including admin and Ubuntu. Okay, so we have what's the difference between a regular user and a system user. So a regular user is a human user who basically logs in the system, and they would perform maybe daily tasks. A system user is created by the operating system itself or services and is kind of run in the background process. A system user usually does not have a login shell or home directories or anything like that. How can groups ease the burden of the administrator? So if I make these different groups, they would allow me, the administrator, to assign permissions to multiple users at once. So I wouldn't have to do it every single time that I put a new person in. And instead configuring permissions for each, it's just going to save me a lot of time. And I can access them by adding or removing users from groups, which would also save time and reduce a lot of errors. What command can be used to remove a user from a group? So we were typing in sudo get password, and then up here, this is just sudo. We're not doing passwords right now, but we sudo get password, and then we do a -d sign, and then the user's name and whatever group name that we wanted to get them out of the group. So this concludes my demonstration.